we're back for another stream. Let's go. That's how's it, Pog? How's it, Pog? We're back for another stream. I need to go and just move this mic on. There we go. Hopefully, you guys are doing okay. Okay, it's a Tuesday. No, it's not Tuesday. What I'm talking about? It's Friday. We did it. It's the end of the week. Let's fucking go. But I hope you guys are doing okay. Hope you guys have had a good week either way. It's now the weekend. We're pim chilling. We've got some things to do today as well. So let's not have any time to waste. Let's check on some music. What we're going to put on though, I have not a clue. I'm thinking Hit the Snooze. Good song. I'm in a bit of a mood for Living Doomstone, if you get what I mean. Or Crumbs, I mean I can pay. Yeah, honestly you can pay. Well, to be fair, I kind of suggest maybe like, I don't know, saving them up. Because obviously we got like become a celestial as an option. But obviously it's up to you what you want to use your money for. But hey, but no. So basically, plan of action for today, we're gonna be going ahead and starting work on the caffeine around our abyss, around the whole village train hall. It's gonna get very dark. It's gonna get very spooky, very spooky. Only men can come around here. Okay, only big, handsome men. So yes, basically what I need to do is that I've been AFKing a little bit in between streams. Literally not a lot. I was trying to do some more AFKing, but just didn't get around to doing it. Because I had to go out and get some bits. And I don't want to really break my stone pickaxe. However, though, we have at least got ourselves a good few shulkers or good few double chests worth of stone, so we're gonna be needing to basically fill all that up. We're gonna be needing to basically fill a lot of this up, G. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. There's gonna be a lot of the spedunculus. A lot of the spedunculus. So no, though. Let's go ahead. Let's put all these away, and let's then get on to being good at the game. Oh wow! Imagine me being decent. Also, I just kind of realized something. We should probably just have had this all stone anyway. So we need to probably start from the bottom up instead of like what I've been doing. Imagine. And then also chuck that by there as well. So it's gonna be a little bit awkward, this little section by here, but that should be okay now. But at least we got ourselves a few areas, like a few blocks to work with. We've basically last stream got ourselves a lot of as well pickles and such. So really we are Gucci. We're Gucci to go ahead and start finishing this. Because, yes, essentially, beside from AFK and the villager breeder, we can pretty much stop moving things. We pretty much can just start moving the villagers there and then. Which is actually kind of interesting, am I? Anyways, I'm gonna have to look. I'll try to pop in. No problemo, man. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. And yes, have a great look and enjoy your stone. I will enjoy my stone. I do like stone. Stone is very pog. It gets the juices flowing. Okay, it gets the juices flowing. But no, though. Let's go over here, down here. And then basically what we can start working on is essentially, if I go through this portal, I'll be able to show you exactly what we're going to be needing to do. Kind of plop ourselves down here. We got a bunch of stone anyways. And also got us a bunch of storage in here, which we can possibly use up a bit as well. We also need to use, get us some more bone meal for the jungle saplings, but that's fine. So stone by there, vines by there, lovely, lovely jubbly. So what I'm going to do first of all, though, is I'm going to start using some of this bone meal now to essentially start planting a few more bits into this whole area. So basically, this is where we left off as. It's starting to become a bit more fill. It's starting to become a bit more fill, yeah. Starting to become a bit more fill. So basically what we need to do is we need to go down there and actually, well, fill up all of the areas. I don't know where all my pickles went though. That's a bit concerning. So basically over here we'll see in a second, yep, there's a bunch of area that we haven't grassed up. Okay, we need to go and get some grass over here, get some of the devil's lettuce. And because of the fact that we're going to be here for a lot of today's stream, we should even see a lot of this kelp grow as well. So that will also be essentially ideal. Bloody deal. And then we're going to use some of that by there. Ooh, there seems to be a bit of an area over here, though, that hasn't been grassed up. There we go, beautiful. So there we go. That's kind of like a nice little area for us to work with, all underneath the water. We also should probably grab ourselves the conduit as well and pull that through. That could be quite cool. But basically, we need to have that. Oh yeah, should we have the conduit now, or should we have that later? I don't think we should have the conduit now. Screw it. We don't need the conduit now. Okay, it's smelly. It's very, very smelly. Oh, unless we can make ourselves another one. Let's go and check out. This majig. 4 Nautilus shells. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Yeah, we got 4 Nautilus shells, man. We're not doing it. Okay. So aside from that, though, all we gotta do today is basically, all we gotta do today is just basically absolutely yeet ourselves making this whole cavern part. So my idea. Everything's gonna come inwards. Okay, yes, funny word. Everything's gonna come inwards. We can also, as well, we can also grab some of this glass. Because basically, what we can do as well for each one of these, we can place in the middle. This. So that essentially, there's like a little emerald in each and every one. Because I think that'll be a nice way to kind of open up the top for us. So we'll be able to see what's happening on top as well. However, I don't know if I'm going to be able to have enough for all of them. I did actually make myself a full-on chest worth, but I just haven't, I just haven't really, brought it over here yet. So that's a bit of a skill issue on my end. I do apologize. Let's go ahead, go and fill up all these a little bit like so. And it was, because basically I don't really want to have this in my inventory, if I can help it. There we go. Have that all in. Lovely jubbly. And one more over here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we won't have enough. We'll have like 3 short. Bruh. No. So now our inventory is at least a little more filled. A little bit more filled. Or a little bit more empty, should I say. So now what we can do is we can put that bucket away. And most importantly, get some more stone because we don't have enough. Yeah, for the amount that we have, we kind of don't have enough of this. Whee. There we go. Stone. We just need some more stone. Oh, so much stone. We just need so much of it. Okay, we just need so much of it. There we go. So then basically we will never have to actually use this anymore. Because really, I don't really like using this like this little thing by here. It's a bit annoying because it's kind of undermining the whole entrance part to this build. But anyways, plan of action. We're gonna build up from about here, I think. So essentially, we just gotta go all the way up. And like I said, we're gonna be more like used to all this as we go up the mountain. But again, it's a huge cavern, so it's gonna slope out and then slope back in. So if there's gonna be a few Endermen, let there be. Okay, let there be those few Endermen, so we can just understand where we're going with this. Because I do not know where I'm going with this, because I don't. There we go. And it things that this is something I can also do it in my own free time as well. But essentially, there we go. Because once we get to a certain point here, we can maybe even go up a little more further by here. Basically, everything's going to start... Oh, actually, to be fair, that's going to be kind of interesting. Do we let the villagers be submerged in the wall? Or should we have them kind of come out a bit more? That's going to be kind of interesting, actually. Should we have them be a bit more open? Like I said, things that luckily with things like caverns, they're not going to be at all structured. They're literally just going to be like this. They're literally going to be like this the whole way. There we go. Add this in. Doesn't even matter about all like the mist blocks. The Mr. Blocks. The Mr. Beast of blocks. And then we can maybe do a bit more of this action. So how's this wall looking so far then? Yeah, honestly, I like it. It's not again, it's a stone wall. That's just literally as far as we're gonna go with this. That's literally as far as we're gonna go with this. There we go. Pam, build those up a bit more. Build those up a bit more. And I'm thinking we can't stop by here. I wouldn't want to go any further, if I have to be honest. Because essentially, it at least gives off the obviously the idea that everything's supposed to be like this, unless we kind of got a little bit more further. So that we could possibly go out a little bit. I don't know. Because what may happen is that we may be using a lot of stone. Maybe be using a bit too much stone. Maybe by at least like maybe 3 blocks, we can do something. Like at least by 3. I think to be fair, by 3 blocks we could possibly do something. So that we could at least have the villagers' caps be fully in. Without that being kind of obtrused. Without that being kind of obtrused. And then we can just build up from here then. It don't even really matter much. There we go. And to be fair though, we're going to have a lot of waste from all this. Again, this is the thing about terraforming. This is the thing about terraforming. You're going to have a lot of waste blocks. And this is probably the reason. This is really the reason why I've kind of taken the time to just make the sphere first, even if it is so perfect. Because honestly, like, everything else around it is going to be so asymmetrical. It's going to be like, nah, man, it's fine. We can understand what's happening here. There we go. Kind of build these across a little bit like so. Kind of go down a bit more. And then we'll get ourselves like just a bit of an idea about how we're going to have. Because things are, by having at least one of these walls up and built up, we'll know exactly how all of the rest of the cavern is going to work. Because the thing is, though, the walls, realistically, aren't the big part. It's the roof. Like, the whole cavern roof is going to be the big part. Which, to be fair, is going to be mainly made out of moss. So, I do not know how much moss we have. But I know it's not going to be enough to do the whole roof. Okay. I just know it's not going to be enough to do the whole roof, man. And also, can we, like, do some of this? There we go. Yeah, I just know it's not going to be enough to do the whole roof. There we go. Pull this up a bit more. And then maybe we can go up. Yeah, to be fair. You can already see, like, kind of the outlines here. So we can't build this across. Can't build this around. There will be probably a few Enderman spawns, though. That's the only issue. There will be a few Enderman spawns. To be fair, though, honestly, I'm actually kind of happy that we're not going to be bloody doing something that's so symmetrical all the time. And you have to continuously repeat, like, the same process. Because it's actually the first time I'm doing something completely random in the build. That has no structure whatsoever. Like, even a lot of the, what is it? The mine shafts, those are pretty even on every single side. The villages are even on every single side. But the water is, like, even. So, now, yeah, this is going to be great. And then what we'll do then is that we'll basically build this wall up then. Massively. We'll build this wall up massively. And also, thank you very much, V, for the look, man. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you're doing a poggy. Hopefully you're doing a poggy. And then there we go. We'll go all the way down here. Kind of build up a little bit more like so. Wait a minute. Oh, no. There we go. There we go. I just don't want to make it so flat, though. That's the only thing. I'm a little bit scared of making this whole thing flat. Let's go ahead and just try kind of building these up a bit more. Because for like a very long while up this wall, there will be a bit of flatness. There will be a bit of flatness. Unless maybe we just go like a really long way up and then we start another row coming out. That might be the idea. That might be the play here. Because honestly, I wouldn't want to do this whole wall so large. Okay, so large. And then there we go. We'll kind of make us go down here then. Because again, we're kind of also trying to work with the back of this whole wall as well. So you wouldn't want to go up too far at least. And as long as we get this part in then again, it's just one of those like continuous projects that we just can't work on throughout. Nothing too strenuous. And something I can even do in between streams. So, and then that will be kind of like one of the final parts, beside from actually adding in some things like glowberries and such, which again will always be all, which will all be on the roof anyway. So honestly, we're Gucci. We are Gucci. Kind of pushes around here. And this is where we're going to start seeing the top of these guys' heads. This is where we're going to be seeing the top of these guys' heads. Oh, God. Oh, God. Also, let's build this up a little more. And also, we're going to be finding ourselves a lot of Endermen. Which, to be fair, I wouldn't really know how to tackle. We'd have to find out a way of getting, like, maybe some sort of light source, possibly. I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to start with this. In terms of the Enderman situation, we could try on each and every like normal block, put in like a slab, like a stone slab or something. And also, that's what it's gonna kind of look like coming up. Yeah, see, this wall is already starting to look a little strange. Okay, we gotta work with it. We just gotta work with it. You gotta tell it that there's a bit more of a caverny look in that, which I do like. It's just that obviously Endermen are just spawning on that, like, massively. Like, a lot of Endermen spawning on that, man, okay? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Let's go ahead, pull it over here. How much moss do we have, though, overall? Yeah, we won't have enough. Ooh, that's a little ouchy ouch. I guess the only thing we can do then is just build up as much of these walls as possible. I think that's going to be probably the main game plan here. Because we can't really do anything with the top of the roof yet. But we can at least do something with the walls themselves. Oh, no. See, you can already see the amount of Endermen that are spawning. The amount of Endermen that are spawning, man. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This is going to get spicy. It's going to get very spicy. And this is where we'll start making, I believe, the curved part inward. Go a little bit like this. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. And then we're going to need to start, like... obviously, the whole Enderman situation, that will sort itself out. Because the other thing is, with the whole Enderman situation, it's annoying. But at the end of the day, like, we'll find ways of, like, getting rid of every single one so that we don't have them continually spawning. Like, we'll place torches around the top. We'll have all that. And we'll obviously find a way to get some slabs down there as well. So, honestly, we will be fine. It's just going to be, like, the whole starting process that basically gets them to be like this. And as soon as that's out of the way, then we can have some fun. Then we can have ourselves some fun. There we go. Build this across, build this up. And now, kaboosh. Kaboosh, kaboosh. And now we just gotta kind of go up a little bit more like this. And then we can start our next lot of curvatures. We can start our next lot of curvatures. And we'll probably stop. We'll stop when we get to that roof part, because then that roof will be where the moss begins. And I wouldn't want that to be, like, disrupted. Kaboosh. And again, as long as the hats of the villagers are somewhat in show as well, then we are Gucci G. Then we are Gucci. I worked hard on those hats, man, okay? I worked hard on those hats. And then there we go. Also, to be fair, we're going to need to be seeing as well how far we want to actually build this all up. Yeah, that's going to be something we're going to need to actually test out. Like, how far do we want to build all this up? Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, you can already see that the bloody wall's coming in. You can already see that the wall's coming in. Oh, God. See, this is the thing. This is actually a really interesting way of building all this. I've never done this before. Like, the way that I normally do cavern or, like, essentially cave walls is that a lot of the time I used to do it essentially doing, like, islands and such. I think if anybody watched the hardcore series or my first, well, the first major one, they would have saw how I built the under part of my whole island, which is basically just stagger. The staggered across and then have that be it. But this is just more like, well, I guess this is just more free flowing. It's a lot more just understandable. What can I say? Also, Faster Master, that is a sick name. Welcome back. How's it going? Welcome on in. We are currently doing the whole walls. We're doing the whole walls of this huge cavern. It's gonna get spicy. It's gonna get very, very spicy indeed. I don't think we're gonna have enough stone for this. I'm not gonna have enough stone for this. Oh no. And to be fair though, we've only been able to cover like at least 2 villages. If I can cover at least 3 villages, then I'd be happy. Another crazy build. Oh no, there's another crazy build of a already big build. So what can I say? What can I say? We are absolutely pogging. I'll show you actually. So there we go. If I need to kind of see how I'm doing it here anyway. There we go. So basically what we're doing here is that we're building up the cavern walls so that essentially they'll go behind each and every villager. They don't seem too bad. I don't want them to be flat though. Like maybe this part around here is a little bit jank. But it's going to be pretty difficult for me to do much more than that. I'm not going to like, I don't think I'm going to mix things. Like we can obviously add patches of like cobblestone and andesite, but that's it. Creative OMG cheater. Oh man, I'm sorry. I cheated. I'm sorry. This whole hardcore world's been debunked. I am now a cheater. It is bam. It is dumb. I swear, it's just a free camp mod. It's just a free camp mod. We have to restart now. Shit, man. God damn it! I so much work. So much work. My longest lasting hardcore world. All this absolutely yeeted because of the fact that I done a free cam mod. Wow. Actually, to be fair though, I don't even know how many hours I've actually put into this world. I think, wait a minute. How many hours have I put into this world? Time played. 16.88 days. Ooh. So 16.88 days. Interesting. Well, I wouldn't want that to go now. I wouldn't want that to go now, would we? How about we just keep us under the carpet? Okay, just shuffle it under the carpet. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. 405 hours. My G. 405 hours built. It's like on this world. Wow. I love that. and to be fair, those were all streamed hours. Those were all streamed hours. You can go into my Twitch collection for hardcore try not to die challenge, and you could see every single one of those hours, besides maybe some AFK sessions that I did between streams. Imagine that. 405 hours of peak content. Well, peak content is a stretch. But 405 hours of content nonetheless. God damn it. And also, actually, how far should we have this go up? I gotta be a bit careful, because I don't want to, like, completely yeet the roof and the whole design of it. So should we, like, stop here? It's gonna be so weird, man, being able to do all this. So I think what we could actually do is maybe even stop there for now. To be fair, though, I think we should keep on going. I think this needs to go on a little bit more further. With things, though, thinking about it, I think maybe once we hit, like, this whole moss part by here, then we'll add in. And then that's when we'll start transitioning into moss. Because basically I want the whole roof to just have glowberries and such hanging down. But until then, I think we should just continue on with the stone. And again, because basically this whole idea is that this is going to be a huge lush cave. Or like a huge lush cavern. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how we do this. We could add some spikes as well into the walls. That could be quite a cool idea, actually. Oi! There we go. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And we gotta try and make this as well as caverny as possible. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna be able to make that. So, like, I don't. Because basically, again, I'm not gonna be able to see a lot of what's underneath. So we're just gonna have to keep on checking as we go along. Vines hand down and shit sounds awesome. Well, thank you, man. Yes, that's exactly the plan. Basically, what the whole idea is that I'm gonna have glowberries kind of hang down. And because of the fact that this whole area is going to be a lot less... Because things right now, it's really bright. Like, you got the sea lanterns in the roof, basically lighting the whole area. You got torches on the ground, lighting the whole area. Once we get this cavern in, it's going to get dark. So it's going to be really cool to have some glowberries come down. And, like, have, like, an ominous kind of... Or, like, really just massive... How would you even call it? It's like a massive... feel to it. A whole massive feel to it. Well, like, you gotta have all these, like, different things dropping down. Oh, it'd be cool. Oh, it's gonna be cool. And also, what we'll do as well is that we go up here quickly. And just add this in. So that we can make it a little bit more spedonculous. Just a little bit more spedonculous. Make it a little more random. Nice. And then what we'll do... Let's have a look at it. Honestly, that's probably the best we're going to do in terms of stone. And at least it still keeps the hat involved. Oh, this is going to take a little bit of time. This is going to take a little bit of time. So there we go. What we'll do is I'll quickly get out, we're quickly restocking some stone. And from the bottom, how does this look? It looks a lot more official. It does look a lot more official. Again, we just gotta look a lot. Oh, for God's sake! Oh, for God. Enderman! Leave me alone! You know, this is another issue. You know, this is another issue. The Enderman. What are they doing? What are they doing around here? Okay, oh, for God's sake. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back to the base. Or back to the main end island so I can stop them. So I can stop them from doing their shenanigans. There we go. Grab all this lovely stone. Let's get back in. To be fair though, what we should probably do as well is also remove all this leaves out underneath here. I completely forgot it was the end. Yeah, we tend to forget that this is the whole end thing. Makes it even cooler. Exactly, man. Exactly. That's the thing though, is that Oh, this one's a banger. But yeah, that's the thing though, is that I'm really happy I kind of done all this in the end now. The thing is, this is going to be technically the first planet that I do that I've basically made, well, both the inside and outside of. I mean, what does your overworld even look like? What does my overworld look like? Oh, we've forgotten about that, actually. We forgot. My overworld looks like shit. Like, man, I have to compensate. Okay, I have to compensate. Now, to be fair, though, in my overworld... Oh, to be fair, though, you're probably going to be seeing me going over there in a second, actually, because I need to get myself some more stone. But basically, we have conquered an ancient city, and have made that our own, essentially. But in terms of actual builds, I haven't done much. It's been mainly just farms and such. Because basically, a lot of my efforts has been basically making these different planets. Because it's the only really unique thing that I can kind of bring to the table. But the thing is, though, like, because I guess the one thing as well is that, like, with the overworld, there's so much potential for farms that you can't necessarily get in the end. So, yeah, again, a lot of my effort has been kind of put toward farms in the overworld rather than an actual build. Which, to be fair, though, I do plan on doing some sort of ancient, or like some sort of ocean monument build at some point. Like, ocean monuments, I feel like, would be such a... I would like to revisit an idea, actually, about making, like, some sort of futuristic ocean monument. Because I remember, like, a very long time ago in my PS4 Legacy Edition world, I made, like, quite a concretey, white and black concretey, futuristic sea monument. And honestly, we could revisit that. We can give it a huge revamp. But obviously, the sea monument's on top of my list for now because, really, it's kind of funny because I'm kind of dodging everything, everything other than the. No, I'm not dodging. I'm dodging basically the overworld. Because what was it? The next build we're going to be doing, or the next big project, will be essentially the Nether. So what I would like to do is I would like to start work on a huge gold bartering farm. Because I genuinely feel we're going to need that, like, ASAP. Like, the amount of stuff you can get from bartering farms, man, would so help a lot of our builds. Massively. Like, what is it? Obsidian, crying obsidian. You got leather. You got strings. You got... So, it's pretty much a no-brainer that the next thing we're going to be doing is a bartering farm, gold farm. And then after that, yeah, then we can start thinking about some sort of overworld build. However, to be fair though, our ancient city, to be fair, isn't actually that bad. Like, our ancient city isn't that bad, to be fair. Like, we have actually put some work into revamping it, but it just needs, like, more pizzazz. I think that's the main thing for it. It needs that pizzazz. It needs the pizzazz, the terraforming, like here. And there we go. So what we'll do is we'll build up. We'll just try and get through as much as we can so that we can kind of gauge how much we can do in an hour. Because again, like I said, I'm probably going to be doing a little bit of this off stream as well. Just to kind of help it along. So that possibly the next stream we can do the next quarter. And then the stream after that, we can hopefully finish it. I don't know. That's really the only times I play outside of the world, is to kind of just help these projects along, help them along the line, because they are quite big. I don't expect to like stream every single second of it. So it's mainly just like kind of finishing up some areas, maybe killing a few endermen whilst I'm at it. The absolute scallywags. But no, though. Let's go ahead. Let's go and finish up some more of this. And we can get ourselves some more ideas about how we tackle the middle part once more. Because now this is going to get a little bit more random. This is going to get a little bit more random XD. Boom. And then kaboosh. And hopefully we can just build this up then. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Kaboosh, 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 kaboosh. Kaboosh, kaboosh, kaboosh. Kind of build this up a bit more. And hopefully, there we go. Now we can just go ahead and start working on the most outer part. Let's go. See, this is the part I like more. Because it's just like basically building it up a little more. That's it. Lovely. Oh yeah, exactly, man. It's a I love that word. It's so lovely. Flopsy's lovely world. Oh man. Don't start bringing back memories. Don't start bringing back memories. I remember Stampy's lovely world. I aspire to be. I aspire to be as inspiring as Stampy Longhead. Or Stampy Long Nose. Which one do you remember him by? I swear, like... Wait, I'm pretty sure it was Stampy... Like, so it was Stampy Longhead. But I heard, like, Stampy Long Nose at one point. I don't know why. I don't know. I was going to say earlier that you reminded me of a bit of him. Oh, wait, really? Oh, that's massive. That is probably one of the best compliments I could have ever taken. Well, either way, a bit of him is better than, like, that's honestly the most biggest compliment I've ever had. Thank you so much, G. Nah, to be fair, that's the thing, though. is that growing up, I actually watched a lot of these YouTubers. So a lot of my personality is kind of, well, it's obviously influenced by these people. There we go. I think Lon Head was his YouTube name and Lon Nose was his Xbox name. That would have made sense. Because I was like, wait a minute. Like, I swear it was Lon Nose. Rather than Lon Head, but... See, what I should have done is I should have sent a friend request to Stampy. Because I had an Xbox 360 account as well. I could have been friends. I could have been friends with him, but no. But no, but no, I couldn't. Actually, to be fair, though, before I do carry on, I'm actually a bit thirsty. So, drink some water, very good for you. That's very good. There you go. But now, though, I don't know, I just think that, but yeah, same as Stampy in the way that has, like, wholesome content, similar style commentary, and unique laugh. Oh, man. Don't start doing this now, man. I'm gonna be teary. You're gonna start reminding me about all the times. about all the times I just used to watch his content. Can't be doing this to me. Can't be bringing the feels. Let's switch topic quickly. Doom! Yeah, nah. And that's the thing, though, is that I think I cannot thank YouTube and, well, similar to your similar to everybody, well, all the YouTubers that kind of were on, I cannot thank him enough. Because genuinely, do your best impression of his intro. I see. I don't like doing impressions. I get anxious. I get like, wait a minute. No, the thing is, I couldn't. If I was to go ahead and do an impression of his intro, it just wouldn't. It would hurt me. It would hurt me too much. Okay. But no. To be fair though. To be fair though. I remember watching though a lot of Sunday's content as well. So because it's really embarrassing when it's not even close. Exactly. The only thing that's the thing though is that I could do my best impression, which will probably fail miserably, but all I could ever give is my own impression, and that's probably about it. There we go then. Sunday say man, Trollcraft. Oh no, Sky Factory. Sky Factory was after me. Trollcraft was cool though. Trollcraft was very funny. Him and Mr. Craner absolutely were a duo. But yeah, I was a Sky Factory kid. Whenever I saw a new one, I was like, oh my god, lovely. I used to think Derp Sunday was peak comedy. I did as well. Dude, you wouldn't believe. So much of my humor is based on Derp Sunday. Okay. Oh, is he angry at me? Bloody hell. Bloody hell, man. Gosh. Okay, I just gotta wait for him to kind of, like, make up his mind. I just gotta make up his mind. But there we go. Yeah, honestly, I do remember a lot of Sunday. I think my whole kind of bunch when it came to Minecraft content was people like Sunday, Sky Does Minecraft. Sky Does Minecraft was a massive one for me. I loved his mod reviews and prison let's play. I also enjoyed, obviously, Stampy Longhead when I was a little bit more younger. And there was also... what else? Popular MMOs, that's another good one. I wasn't much of a Jerome ASF kid, I don't know. Do you remember him and Krea's diss tracks on one another? True. Nah, I remember all that. Those diss tracks were absolutely sick. Again, peak comedy. Peak comedy. That's the thing though, is that I just remember a lot of that content just because of the fact that again, obviously playing Minecraft. Oh. Legit the exact same as watch me. You're naming all the Minecraft YouTubes I used to watch. Oh, that's actually great. Wait a minute. I wonder what else I could kind of pull out my bag of nostalgia. There's also another one actually that I used to watch. Sunday, Stampy, Popular MMO, Sky. I'm gonna pull one out that you haven't watched when you were younger, because these were the people that got me inspired in the first place to find Minecraft content, and this was a group called Dumb and Dumber. But back then, well, nowadays they're called You Always Win, but back then they were called Dumb and Dumber. Obviously, I can understand about the name change. But they used to do these map. Like, they used to play loads of maps. I guess they were my version of Yogscast. I didn't really watch Yogscast. But basically, there was like two brothers that just used to play like things like the Dropper, used to play different adventure maps. Obviously, the Survival Island, Sky. Obviously, you got some Sky in there. Sky Islands. It's absolutely great. Yep, never heard of them. Haha, got you. Gotcha, G. Gotcha, bitch. Sounds W. Oh yeah, it was W. It was a massive W. But I guess, like, I don't know. I just really enjoyed that time. And that's the thing, though, is that back then, I just believe times are much more simpler. Times back then were just so much more simpler. Like, you just used to come back from school and then just watch your favorite YouTuber. Now you got a lot of shit ahead of you, and you're thinking, like, wait a minute, what happened? Hey, what happened? Something changed here. But no, that's the thing. It's fun to kind of reminisce, but I cannot thank him enough for kind of helping me. I don't know, build up a personality. How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking? I will do some calculations for you. 1 + 9 equals. Now you gotta retract your understanding of mathematics. For this one. Okay, forget about mathematics as a whole. Bro's 10 years old. Bro's 10 years old. Yes, exactly. Yeet everything you know about mathematics, and that's how old I am. But no, though. It's interesting, though. It's interesting. Also, let's go build this up a little bit more. I think, to be fair, we're going to start using this curve a bit more. Oh, a little bit of a ring in my ears. Let's go. But I guess what else did I used to watch? Obviously, popular MMOs was a good idea. Venturian Tale? That's another one. 1 + 9 is what we said. Oh, 19. You got it. You got it. Well done. Well done. You got a gold star. It's actually kind of interesting. I don't feel 19. I feel more like a really optimistic 13-year-old. But, yo, times change. Times change. Like time itself, imagine. But no, though. Yeah, I guess that was that as well. I swear I used to watch like one or two more. Guys, Minecraft, popular MMOs, Sunday. Nah, I think that's about it. Those are the main ones that come to my mind. I'm new and 18. Hey, OG. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club being an adult soon. Okay. All I'm saying is that just cherish the time that you have. I'm cherishing my time. Okay. I've got a limited amount of it left. But man, go on. Just about what path to take my life, you know, that stage. Yeah. I get exactly what you mean, man. Literally, that's the thing, though. The only thing I can say is that from a person that is around about most people's age, starting out in life, or that on Twitch, forgetting about the 13-year-olds. Talking from one dude to another, don't worry about it, man. Okay. And literally, as long as you're not cracking up heroin, you're doing fucking fantastic. You're doing fantastic, man. I'm just saying. Okay. Although heroin is so good, okay, not doing it is also absolutely fantastic. So that's great. Nah, though. That's the thing, though, is that, like, And that's why I guess. There you go. Yeah, luckily I'm more of a cocaine guy. Ah, yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, see that's not my type of scene. I'm just see. It's just cocaine is just not my type of thing. Another really good one as well is actually horse tranquilizer. If you want to not see your family for the next week, just take some horse tranquilizer. It'd be great. But no, though, I guess, and that's the thing. Though, I guess kind of brings on to my next whole like thing about YouTubers. I cannot thank those guys enough for like letting me watch that content. So obviously, when you go up on things like Jacksepticeye, Stampy Longhead, popular MMOs, Sky's Minecraft, and you kind of see them grow up as you do, it's like you kind of your personality kind of grows alongside them, and you kind of start understanding what's right from wrong just by watching these people that are just really, really wholesome. I genuinely think we were a part of probably one of the best times in YouTube, at least growing up. Like maybe like obviously if we were adults, we would probably been able to maybe understand the content and maybe enjoy it a bit more. But I think growing up, what a role model. What a role model these people were. Because the thing is, Jacksepticeye was fun as hell. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, no fun. Jacksepticeye was fun as hell. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Also, I need to go and get rid of this torch as well. This torch is kind of stinky. There we go. However, though, now, to be fair, though, nowadays, though, in terms of what I watch nowadays, it's mainly video essays and stuff. It's fun as hell, honestly. YouTube is so good. Like, what's it? I've been watching a lot of RuneScape video essays by a person called Colonel, I think. Honestly, that game has some lore. They've got so many features, kind of getting yeeted, added back in, bloody messed around with, retextured, all that. It's great. 10 out of 10, would recommend. And also what we'll do is we'll just kind of continue. We'll just kind of continue on this main base of the wall up until we get to a good point. Maybe we will, though, kind of go ahead and just follow this a bit more, though. There we go. And now, let's keep on going. Yeah, to be fair, I think what we'll do is I'll just use that. Because look at it now. That just works fine. That doesn't really work that too bad. And over here, like, of course it's not too bad, but I think we could just... That looks better. Honestly, I find that looks better. Because it's more curved in, whilst over there, it's more flat. Yeah, honestly, I think I'll keep it to this. It makes it so that it's a bit more easier as well. We don't have to build so much up. We can kind of just build on what's already there. Because the thing is, I don't really want to get to a point where I'm having to do too many walls and such. Because it does get like a little spadoosh dice. A little spadoosh dice. And then there we go. Kind of build through all this. And then kind of do a bit more of this action. Kind of start off around here. And again, that's the thing though, is that these walls are supposed to be random anyway. So we could actually leave a lot of that in of what we did back there and not even have to worry about it. Imagine. Wow. And also what we'll do is I'll kind of go on this wall. Go into that wall. Oh, lovely. Build all this up. Build all this. I'm getting into a bit of a rhythm with this. Hey-yo. Hey-yo. I like where this is going. I like where this is going. So now, if we start... So again, I just gotta try and use this back wall as much as I can for as a reference to know where not to go and how not to put something. And then there we go. To be fair, I actually don't mind this because things are, with that being a lot more curved and like having a bit of a shore to it, I think it actually makes it look a lot more better. Because then we can actually start adding things on top of that. Maybe like clay or whatever. Maybe some sort of mossy stone kind of making its way down. That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. I think I'm just gonna nab that. Obviously, this wall will have to be a lot more flatter. But as long as we just do something like this. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Delicious. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How many do we have though? How much stone do we have left? Okay, we're doing okay, we're doing okay. Yeah, this build's gonna take a lot. Yeah, this build's gonna take a lot of stone, man. I wonder how many we're gonna get to. Everything is though, obviously, after this whole part by here, we technically have made up a lot. Well, basically, the main bunch of moss we'll ever need. Oh, wait a minute! I realized something. I realized something, big brain. We can actually build the roof and then just have it be covered in moss. We can just bone meal moss on top of it. Oh. Oh, we can just bone meal moss on top of it. Oh, that sounds so much better. That sounds so much more better. Oh, that's a bunch better. Oh, that's a bunch better. Oh, that sounds a lot more easier. Because the thing is, though, all we need then is just a bunch of bone meal. Without having to worry about, like, actually AFKing, like, ages to get that much moss. Oh, this is good. This is some good ideas coming out of my brain hole. Kaboosh, kaboosh, kaboosh. And now, guess another stack. Can I build this up a bit more? As long as we have some basically, some room at the back of here, just to make sure that this hat is all fully in. Nothing spadazalas is happening. I'm happy though that I kind of designed all the villages first and then made up everything else. Because the thing is though, if I think about it, trying to make this whole thing fit, like it gives me like a lot of free reign just to make sure that the villages are perfect before I start adding the terrain in. Because again, it just kind of puts it back to like working the terrain around the villages rather than the villages around the terrain. So it just looks a lot more epic. Because I wouldn't have been able to do as good of a job if I had some of the villages, I done the roof first, and didn't really understand how tall I wanted everything, and then realized, oh damn, wait a minute, I done a little bit of a spadicey lice, a little bit of a spadicey, and I have to make the villages smaller. It just makes a bunch more sense, honestly. And what we'll do is I will kind of break this up by doing something like this. Kind of building it across like this. There we go. As long as we have something to kind of like essentially break up the straight lines, then that's fine. We just can't be having there's loads and loads of just really straight walls, because that's not how caverns work. That's not how caverns work, G. There we go. And that should be fine for now. And that can go up like this. And then what we'll do is I will start working up some of these walls and see what we can try and do. Lovely jubbly. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. So you can't build this across, though, I think. And we definitely need to get ourselves some more carpet, though. On some more matching carpets on these guys. Because right now, like, we could have had, like, a yellow carpet to that frog right by there. But no. Has to be a different color. Has to be a different color entirely. Yes. And then boom, 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 boom. And then boom, 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 boom. And hopefully now we can just add something like this. Kind of build this across a little bit more. Add something by there to break that up. And hopefully we should be okay. When AFK for all that, no problemo. Honestly, it's just good. It's good to have people around, chilling out. Thanks for the chats, man. I'm just looking at for now. No problemo. Literally, just sit back, dude, chill out, have a good time, okay, and hope you have a good Friday. Okay, what can I say? What can I say except you're welcome. And how's the wall looking? Oh my god, it's looking like a lot of shit. No. Looking like shit. Let's go ahead, though, and actually break that path back. There, that's a bit more better. That's a bit more consistent. A bit more consistent. Kaboosh, 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 kaboosh. What we'll do then is I will go back down. We need to get us another bunch of stone or whatever, how much we have left. 2 stacks. Yep, I have 2 stacks. Stone left. So we have to go back then. It seems like I've made a grave miscalculation. Maybe a little bit more than that, gee. Let's go and put some of this cobblestone away, though. Kaboosh. And then put some of this green glass away as well. Pickles can go into the bottom. Glass, leaves, vines. And this is another shulker box we could use. Some of the goodies. Nice. Because we basically need, I think to be fair though, I think how much... So, to get through 2 shulkers of stone, we were able to do that in about an hour. Honestly, this build shouldn't take too long. Honestly, it shouldn't take too long. In the grand scheme of things. It's taken me much longer to do the sphere than it took me to do the cavern. Because the cavern is more like random, and we get to place a bunch of blocks much more faster per second, whilst whilst doing a huge sphere that is like pretty much nigh on perfect. That's a little more different. That's a little more different, G. Takes a little bit longer. Also, Enderman, please. Any zombie pigments around here? Okay, oh, okay, we got zombie pigments around here, but we don't have any piglins. We don't want any piglins. Piglins are bad. They hurt me. They hurt me greatly. Okay, I don't know what I did to them, but they hurt me. And there we go. So let's have a look and see how much stone we have left. And how much stone we have just in general. Boom. 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 So a lot of this is actually still filling at the moment. We'll take this opportunity to then go and grab as many as we can. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and do some of this. Oh-ho-ho. Oh-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho. Another few by there. And then another load by there. And I think that's pretty much all we can hold. Yeah, that's pretty much all we can hold. For now. For now. There we go. And then we can put the rest of that into there. Knowing that it's pretty much filled. Pretty much knowing that it's filled. I don't know why that's stone by there, though. We needed to have that be cobblestone. Not in fact stone. What about in here? Nothing in there. Coolio. So we got another 4 stacks of stone there. What I'll do is I'll even grab myself another inventory's worth. There we go. Grab myself another inventory's worth. So that essentially when we do get back over there, it wouldn't take too long. We can literally just get straight to it. Whee! I wonder actually what day we'd be able to finish this on. To be fair though, it'd be quite cool actually to have this all be somewhat finished on the 1400 days, but I've got a bit of a feeling with how much more we want done. It may take a little bit, maybe take a little bit longer than that. Wait. I'd say that definitely though will be done by 1500 days. 1500 days will be easily done. With this whole build in general. And then we'll probably be working on then the nether perimeter. Because that is when we start becoming spicy lice. That's when things start becoming spicy. So, firework, that can be stacked. Go down here. Add these shulkers back in. Lovely. Going to suck our inventory back up again. Whee! Oh no. I've fallen. And I can't get up. No, I can't get up. Whee! Well, does that just keep on continuing on though with the walls right here? I wouldn't really want to keep on doing a lot of the Yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't really want to be doing a lot more of the top part, because then we can at least start working. Like we'll work on the top part when we get a little bit bored. I need a little bit of a change of scenery. But our kind of main objective here is to do a lot of this. There we go. Come on. Build up for me. Build me up, Scarlet. And then kaboosh. Can I build this up a little bit more? And hopefully, we can have a lot of this kind of curved inward to hopefully make up a little bit of an effect that it's all curving outward. Imagine. But at least to be fair though, actually, I wonder if we can get like half of this done by today's stream. I don't know. That would be quite a challenge, actually. Actually, do that. Should that be like today's challenge? Can we get like half of this done by today's stream, or like at least half of this wall by today's stream? Interesting. It kind of depends though, because the thing is, again, like even if I have to do all this in between streams, I'd mainly be doing a lot of actual AFKing. So it kind of depends. And there we go. Can I build this boy up a bit more? Can I build this up a bit more? Oh, lovely. Lovely jubbly. There we go. Can I do this? Do that. And again, as long as we're using the back wall as some sort of reference to not go any further, then we should have a very consistent wall that isn't going too far out in some areas and then too far in some others. Like, we can see definitely now that we can't go any back. We can't go back any further. Like, this is probably where we'll stop. To have, like, just a straight wall coming through. In fact, I think we should probably even, like, make it a bit more forward. Because I don't really want that to be the case. And around here, what we'll do is I will have some come back in. Because I do not think that's a very good idea, making that too flat. And there we go, coolio. So that's kind of where it's going to stop. Okay, where it's going to kind of stop. Do a bit of this. And hopefully... Lovely. Oh, lovely. Bum bum bum, bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and eat some more carrots. And we start again. And we start again. Oh no. Oh no. Well, to be fair though, we were able to get a quarter of this done by... We were able to get like a quarter of this done. That's massive. That's actually massive. There we go. I'm kind of thinking, like, do we even... That's the thing, though, is that I can't really progress onto the roof without making the initial walls first, because we don't really know how far these are going to go out or not. See, that's my whole idea. Is that if I were to go ahead now and start working on the roof part and how far that's going to go back and whatever, we could get the dimensions completely wrong because of the fact that we haven't made the walls first. Because then we'll be able to kind of like maybe make it all sync up together a little bit more easier. And what we'll do as well is I will kind of build back a bit more. That's maybe like at least a block away. There you go. And this is where we're going to be basically stopping then for all of the bits. For all of the bits. And kaboosh. We're going to be basically, though, kind of going back down here, though, again. So it seems I've kind of run out of the initial little bunch. There we go. And I guess we just curve in around about here, I believe. Nice. This is rather pog. Go and build us up a bit more. Build up a little bit more by there. And now... Okay. See, I'm a little... I don't really want to... I don't want to see the walls until it's, like, a lot more done. What I'll do is that after we're done with this stack, we'll go ahead and see how the walls are looking. I always get like a little bit, not so much anxious, but I get, I always want to see it like until it's at the very end, but I gotta keep on checking anyway, if everything's lining up. So what I'll do is I will do a quick check in a second. There we go, kind of builds a bit more. We need to kind of have it go a little more across. That's the only thing. So that's kind of a bit more smoothing. A little bit smooth. Smooth brain like myself. And we can possibly have that go back up a bit more. There does seem to be a block though, kind of missing from there. Oh, okay, interesting. This actually going down a lot more than I thought. Well, there we go. Then we can kind of just have this go a little bit more like this. See, that's the thing though about this build is that I started work on that area back there, and now I'm back here. I'm now back here working on this because everything just flows together. I gotta know where everything is before I can work on the next part. So by knowing that this is going to be ending up around about here, I can first push this enderman off. And then just be like, oh yes. Go away. Yes, smell. We do need ourselves like a torch though or something around here, because it is starting to become a little bit dark. It's starting to become a bit dark, G. There we go. And now, kaboosh. Lovely. This is where this is definitely where the ending war is going to go. We don't really want to do anything more than just what's back here. Nice. And so now let's go back down here just to make sure that everything is lining up properly. This wall, though, seems to be going down a little bit more further than I thought. We're going to be pushing it back just a bit so that we can get more of this waistcoat or this like kind of like apron intact so we can actually see behind. If we ever go back here, like once in a blue moon. Ah, lovely. Ah, lovely. Kaboosh. Kaboosh. Now, I think that should be everything. How much time do we have left? We've got 3 stacks. Jesus Christ, man. I'm going through these so quickly. Like, I go and build, like, one bit of wall, and then I realize by the other minute, everything is just completely yeeted. This sucks. This massively sucks, man. Let's go ahead, though, and yeet that, at least. Ooh, wait a minute. This is actually quite tall. When you're going to need to kind of push it up a bit more. Ah, lovely. Ah, lovely. Kaboosh. Kaboosh. And hopefully this should be all good. Oh, yeah, as well. I should probably be mentioning it as well. In between streams. So, the thing is, though, that I kind of wanted to kind of talk about, to be fair. A lot of what my build ideas are starting to come from nowadays. So I don't know if you if most people may be in my Discord, but basically, I do kind of post about what I'm doing on there, and a lot of the time I've been playing like a lot of different games. One of them being like obviously I recently played God of War. I've recently played In Sound Mind on stream, Amnesia, which are giving me so many cool ideas. But Jesus Christ, I'm really underestimating the absolute lore potential in Dark Souls. Like, I'm in a new area called New Londo, which is basically, well, I consider kind of coming to the end of the game. I don't know when the end of the game is, but maybe that's it. But, it's absolutely fucking gorgeous. I'm like looking at all my builds I'm doing right now, and I look at the game scenery, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Is something right, Chief? So I think, to be fair, it's been really fun kind of looking into other media and seeing how they do things and seeing how they kind of build up their worlds. Because that's the thing, though, is that with Minecraft, it's all about building up a world. And I could take a lot of inspiration from things like other games and such. Also, that wall is looking quite pog. You can't see a lot of it, but it could blend into the other stone wall. But yeah, I like it. But that's the thing though, is that like I'm getting loads of inspiration to how to build up a world from these other worlds. That now I'm just looking at everything, being like, wait a minute. Wait a dastardly second. This is cool. Oh, wait a minute. Before we do carry on, though, I'm going to quickly remove this leaves by here. Like, to be fair, I don't think we'll need actually now this I don't think we need these leaves at all now. Unless I lose my elytra somehow. I can't fly. Like, I think we can just get rid of it. I think we can just get rid of it so we can just go straight to flying over to the gate. And we can have this whole island be a centerpiece of its own. Much better. Much, much better. So now we can just do this instead. So we can just get straight into it. We can just work ourselves straight into it. Much better. Yeah, I think this whole idea of building up from the already existing stone, like, well, basically the already existing stone, is making things a lot more easier. Because again, like, it's just, we don't have to use unnecessary stone then to do parts that we don't really want to. Bada boom, 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 doo, doo. So yeah, I guess I think the one thing I can probably say in terms of world building and like actually making inspired builds at least is that just go and look at other media, man. It's such an untapped mine of it's such an untapped gold mine of just so much good shit that you could look at it and just be like, wait a minute. I'm getting a lot of inspiration on how to kind of build up something here from just like looking at other media. I know obviously that's a given. It's obviously gonna be a given now when you get inspired by other things. Especially in terms of like actually creating something that's inspired and original. I think we're all pretty much in agreement that you can't make something that's truly original. But what you can do is take the best parts of something something you like and something you enjoy or something you've either researched as well and kind of, well, mold that into something that you believe is original. And that's not just plagiarist and not just being plagiaristic or just not plagiarizing off of them. And see, and I guess that's the kind of line we're trying to tread. Which, to be fair, is understandable. It's understandable. There's so much plagiarizing that goes on so much that goes along nowadays, especially in terms of like media and such. Like, I think trends is like a form of plagiarizing. Like, it's definitely a form of plagiarizing, depending on how you do it. Like, obviously, if you got a trend in like cooking, then what recipes you make is completely different to what other people are, but they're all under the same umbrella, technically making it not plagiarizing. But it all becomes different when you're like a content creator and you're just doing Mr. Beast thumbnail 1999. And see, that's when things get a little bit spicy, because then you're just like, wait a minute. You got this really cool guy that can provide a lot of like really high budget content, i.e. Mr. Beast. And the best thing you can take out of his content is the fact that he's got like a thumbnail and he makes and you're making the exact same formula as him. What should be inspiring is the fact that he's got a grind like no other. And then try to kind of like replicate that in a way. Try and get that same grind. Or try and get that same motivation to do something. I guess to be fair though, the whole idea of grinding is pretty outdated. It's so stupid and it's always been shown not to work. Unless you're like an actual proper content creator with a lot of with like I guess a very, very good start. Like maybe somebody like to be fair, nobody has a really good start anyway. I guess maybe like Rambo, where he just got top popular off of I guess it was TikTok, I believe. But I guess that's the thing though. is that oh everything you could use. Okay, I don't even know the whole like content creation deal. It is interesting. It is interesting at least to talk about and to kind of discuss. But either way though, let's carry on here. And I think what we can try and do is yeah, I always look at let's see look at the villages at the back of them. It doesn't really work as well. See, looking at the back of the villages isn't as well as I thought it would be, man. Okay, isn't as well as I thought it would be. Let's go ahead and build this wall up just a tad bit more. I want to kind of be careful about not making these too flat. I'm very, very wary about making these too flat. But it does seem like, though, some of these are kind of coming inward as much as they're coming outward. Like, some of the walls are, like, touching literally the back wall, literally. And then some are just, like, coming forward quite a lot. So I'm a bit confused about what kind of idea I'm having to look at here. What kind of thing I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I don't know what I'm doing. So either way, though, we're going to build this up. But as long as I just don't have any huge flat walls that are, like, somewhat curved. I think, to be fair, though, the first wall that we did has kind of taught me a lot now about how to best, well, build up these without it being too strenuous. The whole flat wall at the start beginning, that was kind of shit. I don't like that idea now. However, though, doing this whole working up from the spikes we already have, this is perfect. Because you can just place like random stone to make it different. And then bam. It's sorted. And then kaboosh, kaboosh, kaboosh. So now, what we can do, add some of these, add some of that. Ah, beautiful. Ah, beautiful. We can just build up though to about there if I can. Like I said, I think if we could try and get to about halfway through this build, or halfway through the wall on this side by here, today's stream, I would be happy with that. Because at least it means that tomorrow's stream, we can work on the other half, or maybe even the other quarter if I do some more tonight. Also, I need some torches by there. Another thing as well, we're going to need to try and figure out, what do we do for lighting? Like, what do we do for lighting? See, I think we should just yeet the whole idea of lighting and just make it so that... Because things like, I want this place to be a bit more atmospheric than what it is. Like, at the moment, I don't mind it, but we definitely need to find a way of making this place more underground, more menacing in a way. Because right now, it just seems a bit goofy. It just seems a bit goofy. You got these really cool statues coming in here. And there's like loads of this lovely floor, but there's not much in terms of actual... In terms of actual, like, emphasizing in the build. Because that's the thing, though, with lights. Like, they help a lot of the time make the more important part of a build more important. So, like, I would obviously add lights to the villages so that they are more emphasized in this whole place. But right now, the whole place is being emphasized, meaning that it's just this one huge saturated area. That's the only deal, though, is that because of the fact that we have things like Enderman at our back doorstep all the time, then it's more like we have to be careful with how much we don't also light things up. So we have to have this like really healthy middle where things are both not lit up and also lit up, which is kind of tricky. So I think I might just be using a lot of slabs here. It might be a bit tricky, so I might be using a lot of slabs. We could also do glow lichen as well, or maybe some sort of like really dim torch, and then just place that all around the place. See, to be fair though, glow lichen could be actually a really cool idea. To be fair, glow lichen would be a really cool idea, but the only issue is that I don't have any of it. I hardly have any glow lichen. And honestly, that's a little bad. That's a little bad, G. I definitely need more. Also, we can kind of build this up a bit more as well. See, that's the thing though, is that with a lot of these builds, I am trying to make a purpose out of each and every one of them. I don't want to get to the point where I'm just kind of continuously making builds that don't really give much purpose, aside from just looking pretty. Because at the end of the day, I'm kind of struggling here with a lot of my resources. The reason why a lot of this build is grayscale, and the reason why it's made out of mostly stone, is because, in fact, that's the only material I have an abundance of, and that's something I can get a lot of. Everything else is kind of having to be put on the backbone. I'm just not kind of enjoying as much as I thought it would. So maybe soon we'll need to start really revamping how we... Well, that's the thing though, is that I guess we're already kind of doing that with things like making this a huge villager trading hall. Because now we're going to have a lot more materials at hand that we can get an abundance of. Like glass. Glass is going to change everything. Because we can really start adding in like foggy floors and such. Which that's something I've been wanting to do for a while, man. I've been wanting to start adding foggy floors in to like everywhere for a while. But we just never had a big enough area to do it. Or we never had enough villagers to do it. But I guess like we had a few, which we could already have seen the stonks out coming from it. Like we were getting shulkers and shulkers of it. Though we were able to do map arts and such, but it wasn't around for long enough for something like this build right here. Because obviously we had to get rid of it so that we could do the how do we get here advancement. So that's kind of like my whole goal when it comes to these builds, is just to kind of give them more of a purpose. Give them something to I don't know, bite on. So we can really start going ham on all this. Which, to be fair, talking about ham, I'm getting hungry now. Okay. But yeah. Let's go ahead and just kind of build up, though, this a bit more. There we go. Oh, to be fair, this song's actually sick. I love it. Can I push our along a little bit more? Have any more stone? I don't have any more stone. We're actually doing quite well. Honestly, we've done a lot. Hey, look at us go. I think what we'll do though is I will try and do like one more inventory full though. Oh, there we go. Another trickle down. Another trickle down. Let's go. See, this is how quickly. And then see, now that we don't have this bridge over, we can just do this. Whee! And practice on aiming and not, like, I don't know, yeeting ourselves into the wall. That'd be great. But no, once we have done, though, at least, like, the majority of this wall here, what we can actually start doing is what I like to call a pog. Is what I like to start doing, like, it's like what I would call a pog. And essentially work on a bit more of the roof and curving that a bit more in. Because the thing is that then we'll actually have half of everything just sorted. Which, in the beginning, we didn't have. That's kind of my whole idea. Like, by having all these walls, at least even half of the walls, we know somewhat how these are going to be built up. And how they're going to kind of connect. But nah, not now though. Because then we're kind of like assuming that the wall is going to be going to a certain place, which is again what I'm saying about like the whole villages. Like we want the terrain to be always like in sync with itself. That's the only thing though, is that like I can't guarantee this how symmetrical this build's going to be. But what I can guarantee is that everything's going to work together. And the only way I can do that is to make sure that we're kind of doing this like a printer. Where we do essentially one layer at a time, or we do one massive part at a time. So we can't really cut it up into bits. Which is my main mode of chunking down these builds. So it's going to be a bit interesting to see how I tackle it. But no, though. Let's go ahead and put this in. I do need to drink some water in a second, actually, as well. Kaboosh, kaboosh, kaboosh. And now... Oh, wait a minute. This is actually all wall by here. See, now I'm actually starting to confuse this wall as the back wall, so that's really good. That's good. Let's go. I'm actually doing something. And then there we go. We can just build this the whole way up, I'm thinking. Maybe just block out those two, though. See, if I start confusing the back wall for like, or like the actual wall itself for the back wall, like the sphere, then oh, we're doing well. We are doing absolutely Gucci. But I like how far we're actually pulling this back. I didn't expect I'd be pulling this far back, but to be fair, it's actually starting to work. We will though pull this up a bit more though. There we go. And we'll try and stop it around here. There we go. There we go. We need more. We need more. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. And now... There you go. What we need to do now, though, is we kind of need to make this a bit more flatter and a bit more taller. It seems like this is a bit more curved than I thought it was going to be. There we go. Come on. Give me more. Give me more. There we go. Can't build this up. So now, once we're actually... Wait a minute. That's interesting. We are getting very, very close to about what I like to call the halfway mark. Yay. That's cool. Let's go start building this up then. Oh. Oh, we're halfway. Let's go. What I'm thinking now, though, is we're just going to do this. Kind of go around here. Torches. Stone. More stone. As long as we don't have too many big gaps in between, then it should look at least cavey enough. We do need to make it a bit more flatter, though. I think we're starting to make it a bit too pointy. There we go. Come on. Come on, then. And hey, at least even if the first wall wasn't done to exactly how I'd like it to be, at least we can say it's like just the cave just kind of coming in a bit more, and that's like... Yeah, it's a feature. Oh, bug, what are you talking about? It's a feature. No, bug, what are you talking about? You guys all around, man. You guys all around. Come on, let's go, though. Let's keep on going. We need to be speedy. I'm not being speedy enough. If I just absolutely give myself carpal tunnel doing this, and give myself a little... This is just a small bit of carpal tunnel. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. There we go. Torch. Spiked up. And then I think that should be the majority of this level sorted. I need to kind of build this in, though, a bit more. It seems like I'm kind of been slacking a bit here. There we go. So we kind of build this up a bunch more. Kind of build this up a bunch more. There we go. Yeah, and this is the thing. Is that we have to just make sure that everything is still... There has to be some organization to the whole chaos. Which, that's a difficult thing to do. That's a really difficult thing to do. Having, like, because things are obviously... To make sure that we're getting the most maximum output... Where we're just placing as many boxes as we possibly can. We're sometimes not thinking too much about where everything is supposed to be. So we're going to kind of start having things coming in and out. But I guess that's okay. Because again, it just kind of just makes the whole cave idea just more better. But either way though. We'll go up here. Kind of build this up a bit more. This up a bit more. Lovely jubbly. And now... What time is it? 4... Okay. 4 stacks. Oh, not time is it, but... Bro. How many stacks do we have left? There we go. So now we can make that a bit more of a spike. Kind of build this up a bit more like this. Much better. This is actually making a bit more sense now. And again, this is all just because of the fact that I'm having to spam so many blocks and I'm not at all thinking about resources. Like in this situation by here, I'm not thinking about like making these resources last. I am making them like I am getting rid of them as soon as possible. And this is why you need a good stone farm. And this is why you need a good stone farm. There we go. Kind of build this back a bit more. Kind of like make this a bit more flatter. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And now what we can do is I'm thinking we can just start building up this wall a bit more. And because they basically, we're just going to start building this up now until the halfway point. And I think what we'll do is we'll just have a good look at it. Have a good look at it. Just kind of understand where everything's going. And maybe even this kind of... maybe we can call it that. I'm not too sure. I just wouldn't want this to get monotonous. Like, I'd want to make sure that we're fresh for this. And because of the fact that we are going to be doing quite a repetitive action for quite a while, even if it is just an hour and a half, 2 hours, where we just focus on purely this place and purely this farm and purely just placing blocks and do that often, like it's basically just doing it often. I'd much rather do it often and like just frequent than a lot in one go. I think that's the kind of idea. Again, that's the kind of idea with a lot of these builds anyway. Especially with something doing like something like terraforming, where it's a lot of just one job. You have to just take your time, not rush things. Have to understand that there's going to be a process. You're going to need a hand in there. Nothing's going to look good. There's not going to be a lot of actual physical changes until pretty much the end, where you can actually start decorating what you've made. Because this is basically just a huge, elaborate... it's basically just a huge, elaborate... well, making of a canvas. Essentially. How much stone do we have left, though, in here? Do you know what? What I'm thinking is that we use up... maybe this maybe last little bit by here. And that should mean we've done about 4 shulker boxes worth. So it seems to be rounding out to about 2 hours per like... oh, no, like so for 2 hours it takes us we can do about 4 shulkers. In about an hour we can do about 2 shulkers. So we're going to be fair, we're getting a bit of a decent output here. But I did not expect. Like, I was expecting to do like a quarter this stream and a quarter next stream. Again, it's just like chunking it down, I guess. Chunking it down to healthy levels. But we do have to make this a little bit more better around here. There seems to be a little all over the place. Nice, and I think now around about this level we could start putting things inward. Yeah, to be fair, around about here we can start putting things inward. Kaboosh, 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 kaboosh. Cat builds up a bit more. And now we can just start doing stuff like this. Now, this is going to have to be kind of scattered, though. Like, we will need some of these blocks to kind of help with. Making it a little bit more cool. Making it a little bit more swag. And that's pretty much it. Again, it seems like this wall, though, is kind of touching this back wall. We're touching the sphere a lot more. So we're going to have a lot more support. But we can't be expecting this all the time. There we go. There we go. No. Don't want that. Torch. Okay, so now this is going to get quite spicy. Should we... I'm pretty sure what we're going to start doing here. So we'll start working on this. Do you know what? We're going to start back over here. I'm just going to start working on what we've already made. So this time, we're not going to be building things so much up, but we're going to be basically curving them inward. With hopefully some, like, just randomness to it. Hopefully we can, hopefully, because of the fact that we're starting from the side, we can add the randomness as we go along. There we go. Uh-huh. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So this is a little bit more like my style now. Because we're not kind of building out. This is something I kind of find myself doing with my skyblock or like my kind of sky islands. And there we go. So hopefully this should be a little bit more closer to home for me. Kaboosh. Lovely jubbly. And I might even go ahead in a second and grab the rest of the stone that's in the shulker box. Like I said, I think what we'll do is have 4 shulkers a stream. 4 shulkers a stream should be a nice little goal for us to head through. Because that technically means about 2 hours. And to be fair, that's not too bad. It's not gonna let me go insane. It's not gonna make me go insane. Imagine. And hey, we can make all the adjustments we want to afterward. But just right now, we're just kind of working on the most important parts. And what I should probably do as well is I should probably start just working on building a little bit more of this up, actually. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Look at this. Let's go for some speed. Go for some speed. Brr. Brr. There we go. Can I go up a bit more? Can I go up a little bit more like that? And now, just gotta maximize our output. Just gotta maximize output. We can't have any downtime. We must be placing blocks. No downtime at all. Carpal tunnel will be my middle name. Carpal tunnel will be my middle name. There we go. And now, oh, look at this. Beautiful. Even though I don't advocate much for bloody poor health, it's still a... There we go. Can I build this a bit more? No, okay, I'm losing output. I'm losing output around here. Nope. Gotta be quicker. Gotta be quicker. Much better. Much better. Speed. Speed. Just gotta keep on going. I can't stop. See, I'm stopping. No. No brakes. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. And we can see how this all looks later on. And as long as we just don't have any random blocks and at least it's connected to something else, we can have a decent-ish curve in it. There we go. Lovely jubbly. And hey, at least we were able to get above the villagers in terms of height. There we go. And the thing is, in the next part then is going to be like trying to spawn-proof all of it. Oh no. I don't really want to do that. Spawn-proofing things isn't fun. Kaboosh. Kaboosh. Nice. How much stone do we have left? Okay, coolio. What I'm going to quickly do, I think... Oh, see, I don't want to stop my flow. Now, do what we're going to do, we're going to continue going until we run out of this, and then we'll get the last 2 stacks, and then we'll see what happens there. And then we'll have a really good idea then about how much we need it done. And where we could, like, kind of, hopefully... That's the thing, though, is that, like, a lot of this is what we got to think about as sculpting. So, if we need to just, like, go over some parts and go great. Again, this is just the canvas so that we can just start building from. But if we need to make some things, like, a bit more, like, smoother or, like, a bit more jagged, then we can. Because we have it there. Because we have it there in the first place. If we don't have it there in the first place, then we can't really do much. We can't really understand, like, what any problems are. There we go. We could also as well make the middle, and instead of making it like brown, we could even make it to the color of the profession. Because we have to get, because the thing is, there's only 13, there's 12 path, or 12 well, mine shafts going into each direction. We could actually change it so that there's like a different color associated with each villager. That could be quite a cool idea, actually, so that's a bit more colorful. We'd have to just choose, though, like, which one's which. Get out of the way. I'm losing output. I'm losing output. Nope. Nope. Can't be having that. Can't be having this. Output is important. Forget about employee health. Okay. We need all of the output. We need to make all of the bloody stuff. Oh, that's why I got a bit of a phone call. Just gonna be like, nope. My whole idea is that if it's important, then they'll call me. Then leave a voice message. Okay, that's my whole idea. Anyways, kaboosh, kaboosh, kaboosh. Yeet that out of the way. Move through all this. And now, hopefully, we should be all good. There we go. Let's go ahead. Let's go and grab ourselves the last few stone, and then we're Gucci. Then we're Gucci. And let's also just grab these two shock boxes as well. Wait. Ow. Ow. Let's maybe just check. Nope. No voicemails left for me? Yeah, let's go. See, now you can kind of tell what I'm getting at here. So that obviously this looks like very drippy, in a way. Like over here, for example, we have ourselves, for some reason, like just a random one out of the place. We can add something by that, something by that, something by there. We can also add something by there to make it a bit more consistent. And then also we can try and make a bit more of a curve in around here. Boom, 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 boom. And I think that's pretty much everything. We just need to kind of like just kind of make that a little more better. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, and see now this is the part that's actually quite fun. Kind of just like roughing out some of these edges, or like kind of smoothing them out a bit more. See by here as well, there's a bit of a curve, like there's a few, just too many like blocky parts. Nice. So all we need to do now is we just need to kind of do a bit more of this, and now we're done. Let's go. We're getting there eventually, man. We're getting there eventually. Again, the thing is, with these projects, I do love them to bits. They are really cool. But it's very important that we just kind of take our time with it. We shouldn't feel burnt out. Because if we feel burnt out, then this is never going to get done. And that's very, very important. I do not want to feel burnt out, man. Because I have been burnt out in this game before. And I know exactly why. It's because of the fact I just done something. I haven't done something that's been very fulfilling. And I just kind of expect myself to be. I kind of expect myself to do it, even though it wasn't very fulfilling, both creatively and everything else. So, and also what we can definitely do over here is like stop all this from happening. Jesus Christ, I don't know what's happening there. There seems to be a lot of blocky parts. You can definitely tell this is my first wall over here. And this was already at the start of the stream. So we went from basically this to that over there. Which, to be fair, looks a lot more cleaner, in my opinion. But either way, though, that is essentially what we've done in today's stream. That's a huge part. That's a massive part done. And again, like, all the lights coming in as well. That's going to look fantastic, especially getting some moss in there as well. Ooh. Oh, so no, though. I think, though, what we'll do is that we're going to go ahead, head out, and probably go ahead and think about life for a second. And think about what the hell are we doing. We got something, a little shulker box of stone. Is there anything else we can bring back with us? Not really. We still have ourselves some jungle saplings and such. Torches, which I'll probably put some more on me. Okay, okay. Let's head back. And let's see. And let's chill. There we go. Do you have anything we need to repair? No, I don't think so. We can repair by just by enchanting things. Why is my spawn point set here? My spawn point isn't supposed to be set there. It's really annoying. There we go. Wait. And a wheat. My mending and breaking elite tread's not too bad. Whee. Why? Kaboosh. Kaboosh. And hopefully we should be back home in a jiffy. And to be fair, what we can also do then is sleep throughout the night, so we can end up on a round number. End up in a round number. To be fair, though, what we could actually do as well is repair some of my kit, because my kit is running low G. Because the thing is, I don't think we need to go ahead and actually do much in terms of enderman grinding. But we can definitely do much, and we can definitely do something in terms of just repairing kit and repairing tools, like right next to our villager area. There we go, so we can get some more of that. And then this is our pickaxe fully layout. Look at that. Fully durable out. Imagine. So, let's go over here. Put this into that. Add into the ever-ending pile of emeralds we're going to get, but things that we're going to be needing every single one soon enough. And let's call it a day. Whee! Bed. Lovely. So another, thank us for today's stream. I really do appreciate it. It's been mega fun again. The next big part, and probably one of the final big parts of this build, is coming to an end. Or well, coming to a start. So let's go ahead and end today's stream off on 1342. That's a lot of days. That's a lot of days, man. That's a lot of days. Let's go back to Twitch. It's yours online. Ooh, Weebino's online. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and raid our boy Weebino. Raid Weebino. Haven't raided him in a little while, and he's a swag lad, so definitely go ahead and check him out. Go and give him a follow if you can as well. But no, guys, thank you for today's stream. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back on tomorrow if everything goes to plan. If not, then I'll be on my Discord. So yeah, go there if you want to check out some things. But no, though, I'm a head out. Be safe.